If you've tried everything for dark marks and hyperpigmentation and nothing's worked, well, I'm here to help. I've been dealing with hyperpigmentation since I was a teenager, but recently it got a bit out of hand because I've been super stressed and my skin promptly let me know I needed a reset. So for the last 30 days, this is what I've been doing. First, I focus on reducing or eliminating stress. Stress can cause inflammation in the body, and inflammation typically causes hyperpigmentation to worsen very quickly. Then I cleanse my face twice a day using a sulfur face wash. This one was prescribed to me by my dermatologist, but you can definitely find some in your local drugstore. Next, I use the Dickinson's Hydrating Toner, which I put in these little spray bottles for ease of use. Then I follow it up with the Ordinary Hyaluronic Acid. I've tried a bunch of other brands, but this one easily has to be my favorite. After I apply every product, I make sure to really massage it into my skin and let it dry before I add the next product, which is going to be the Panoxyl Acne Banishing Body Spray. This is a pretty powerful 3-in-1, which includes salicylic acid, niacinamide, and vitamin C. Now we're going to lock all those products in with a vitamin E oil. I like to put a lot of vitamin E oil to really create a barrier between my skin and the next few products that I'm going to add. Vitamin E is a potent antioxidant moisturizer that protects the skin from free radical damage and reduces UV-induced inflammation and deeply hydrates flaky skin. So that's why I like to use it very, very vigorously all over my skin, in conjunction with a sunblock that's typically 50 SPF or higher, just so that the sun is not making those dark marks darker when we're trying to lighten them. And then I followed up with a retinol. This was prescribed by my doctor, and you want to be very careful with retinol and listen to your body. If it feels that it's too strong, then maybe it is, and you should stop use or limit how often you use. Now, this next product is a little controversial, but I found it to be extremely helpful in removing those dark marks. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I've been dealing with hyperpigmentation since I was a teenager. I've tried all the prescribed medications, and my dermatologist even suggested that we consider doing a laser treatment for the scar removal, which, as you can imagine, is very, very pricey. And I just knew that there had to be something else out there that would work. And so I got a little curious on TikTok and found that people who were, lightening their skin were using this product. And I said, well, if they can lighten all of their skin, I definitely can just get rid of these spots. And so I went out, bought some. I think it's like $7.99 at your local beauty supply store. But I've always been very, very careful in applying it, only putting it on the dark marks and nothing else, because it will lighten anything else around it if you're not careful. And then that's basically it. And so I let that sit on my face until it kind of just fades away. But I use this product maybe twice or 3 times a week, nothing more than that. And it definitely makes a huge difference in seeing those scars fade quickly. Share this with anyone you know who's tried everything to fade their hyperpigmentation.